This video is actually going to be reaction and discussion of Boruto Generation episode 239. The reaction is going to commence now. You definitely shall. It really shall. Alright. I wonder what this episode is gonna be like. Whoa, Boruto! What's going on? Whoa, yeah, I suppose this is the end of Boruto Next Generation. What's up with the animation as well? Oh! What? Well, this was surprising. Okay. There's underwater people now? Good to know. Well, we know that the people from the land of water have specific teeth, and I assume maybe some other genetical things. Oh. This guy is the Funato. He has the same eyes. And he returned! What was happening? How did everything happen? Was that imagination? I mean, that would make sense. Was the vision? So obviously he is the one that's gonna fix your ship. This seems a little too convenient, especially with the fact that this kid is a Funato. Any reaction from the kid? Oh, that's actually a rather big ship they were on. Wow! This is an amazing ship, I suppose. I'm not really good with ships, so I suppose, in theory, I don't see why not, but it has to be a pretty powerful ship. Yeah, this is rather surprising. There is something suspicious though, right? I should be suspicious. They didn't make this design just because. Especially with the Boruto being safe thing, it's confusing. He has the same eyes, but the other brother doesn't. The last one that they fought in the last episode, he doesn't have these eyes. So yeah. Okay, Boruto made that realization. It does exist. It's a Kege Genkai of some sort, clearly. Very odd Kege Genkai. I mean, I suppose in the land of water, sure. No, you weren't. But how did that kid do that thing? Okay. Huh. Alright. I mean, this is a shipbuilding area, so I believe they definitely should be able to do that. For some reason, mornings are very difficult for me. They really are. Oh wow, a lot of people doing their own thing. Okay, what? Everyone's splitting up. Wait, Mitsuki, what? He's going with not Boruto? I'm shocked. What happened? My nose, I was distracted by the fact that Okay, Funato things. Okay. This guy seems like he's, adopted. There we go. He doesn't look like them. Okay. Wow. Good question. Okay. Ignore them. Ha! Ha! Very funny of you to say that. Really? What was its purpose? This arc seems cooler and cooler, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm just worried still. Okay. So the Funato are using old vessels. I'm quite shocked this episode has been going so fast. Okay, so there will be a war. We're doing a war arc, and it is a war arc, just civil war, but still. Well, do you want to be in prison? Now you're following Kawaki? Okay, so I did understand that properly. Mitsuki, are you switching your son? Who knows? Okay. Okay. I mean, he was gonna do that anyway. So Mitsuki and Kawaki bonding? Okay, so Boruto's gonna go with him. You better give me a review of this kid, because clearly he's a Funato. Well, he's gonna be escorted by a shinobi. Is it gonna function though? Yes. And also, whenever the Funato touch the water, do they get the... You know what, we'll see. I'm enjoying this episode. Quite shockingly again. Oh no. Oh! They have a good throw. Okay. Unknown shinobi dream. He's a Funato. Come on, look at him. He has to be. If this is just a misdirect, mistake in the art style, I'll be so pissed. There's gotta be more of a reason he's introduced. You're not gonna tell me what's the deal with the kid, right? Honestly, I accept the fact that they found them much more than what happened in the last episode. I'll never forgive that. I'll never forgive that, but I'm much more willing to forgive this entire episode. So, besides the point, obviously, of the shipbuilders doing their own thing, Mitsuki and Kawaki are gonna be bonding. Obviously, Sarada is with Kagura and the other swordsmen. They're doing some research. They really split the party quite a lot, didn't they? And it seems like Boruto is gonna be building friendship with that kid, whatever his name was, but I know what his last name is, Funato. Yeah, we'll see what's the deal with that. Talking about the Funato Clan a little bit before talking about the kid, because he is definitely kind of the biggest mystery of this episode, and honestly, the only reason I was kind of really trying to pay attention to see where they're gonna hint towards something But I feel like they'll be blunt whenever they actually talk about it. Boruto is not exactly known for its discreet, subtle secrets stuff. Now, what was he saying? Funato stuff. Yes, Tenma actually appeared. It appears that they really didn't care about the scientific ninjutsu. I really thought that they probably wouldn't, but no, it seems like this family of bad guys actually do care about each other, and they are willing to work together. Once again, now that we definitely saw Tenma along with the others, he has to be adopted, right? I mean, he doesn't have to be, but the others, even this kid, which once again, he definitely is a Funato, they look so. They don't look identical, but they all have the eyes, they all have the hair color, and even the skin tone is different from Tenma. So, yeah, there is definitely something there. We'll see what it is, though. However, they obviously don't care. They have a big plan to take down the entire nation of the Water Nation. And Chojiru is clearly preparing for an actual war. And are we gonna get a war? I mean, I think that would be cool to actually see some of the powers in the Mist Village, someone else other than... Actually, to see even Chojiru. Because he really hasn't... Yes, he's actually had, I believe, 3 big fights. I mean, he participated in the fight against Kinshiki. He did help, he showed a little bit. He obviously fought the other swordsmen, but it wasn't a fight. He literally let them beat him up and then embarrassed them. This wasn't a fight. So I would like to see him actually going all out seriously against an opponent that's equal to him. But that would be cool. Also, some other of the Mist Shinobis seeing them, that would be nice. Obviously, the 3 swordsmen and Kagura, seeing them use their abilities. Also, we know that there is 3 more swords or 2 more swords. I think there's 3 more swords that are unused of the 7 ninja swordsmen. So I really would love to see some other shinobi that have been chosen by Chojiru to be those swordsmen. Because obviously, if we know that 3 of the traders from the last arc with Shizuna obviously don't want to redeem themselves. So those 3 swords will have to go to someone else. So I do hope that those are actually already adults that know how to use the swords. That would be awesome. And it would be a great opportunity to show them off in an arc where the whole nation is in danger and there's pretty much civil war that needs to be resolved. There isn't a better opportunity for the new 7 ninja swordsmen to be introduced than this arc. So I hope that that is done. I really do hope that once again we get to see what Chojiru can do. I hope that Kagura and obviously, I would say, I mean, yeah, I would like Mitsuki to do a little more, but mostly Kagura, because we haven't seen him in a while, actually show off more jutsu. I feel like the only jutsu we've ever seen Kagura do is the clear glass one. And I think that's kind of ridiculous for the next Mizukage. Then again, Chojiru's never done, I mean, no, he has done actually, no, okay, that's a lie. Chojiru's done at least 3 different water jutsus, and I remember them all. But yeah, I do hope that we get to see a little more of Kagura. I just hope that we get to see more of the Land of Water and their abilities. And talking about Land of Water abilities, the Funato-Kwan, and I guess I'll mention the kid. So, my eyes are really turning up, but what are the Funato-Kwan's abilities? Not just Jutsu, well yeah, Jutsu, but do they have a specific Kege Genkai? Because in the last episode we got to see someone with Suigetsu's water transformation ability. And clearly enough, the Funato have many people with many interesting abilities, so I do wonder what is the ability that makes them the leaders, the most powerful ones. And obviously if Tenma doesn't have it, because once again, this is my personal theory at the moment, Tenma is probably adopted, so he wouldn't have the Genkai of his family, but clearly he's strong in other ways. Talking about, I mean, I don't know, the sister, we didn't even know she existed before this episode. And obviously, the smallest brother, we didn't know that he existed. So yeah, the theory currently is that obviously, of Tenma, I mean, I really thought that maybe they can do the thing of Tenma and the other kids switch places, but no, clearly enough they would know if, they have to know that Tenma is adopted. I'm saying that like such a fact, he could be just their son, the son of that guy, but I don't know. It just feels weird, especially how much honor and desire he has. Desire to respect? Whatever. Respect and honor he has towards his family. It feels like he feels bound to them. Not just as in he is very loyal to the family, but he feels a duty to repay them for something. That's why I feel like he's more than likely adopted. And the other kid that we saw in this episode, the ship apprentice, yeah, no, he's the one that saved Boruto. And talking about that, apparently no one even noticed that Boruto fell in the water. So the Boruto series would have been over if that didn't happen. Okay. Honestly enough, I'm surprised. I really am. And yeah, I mean, I think we will figure out what are the Funato's abilities through that kid. Because clearly enough, he feels an honor. Oh my goodness, why am I using the word honor over and over again? Duty? Yes? Respect? I'm really forgetting the word. But he feels like he has a debt to repay to that shipmaster guy. And obviously enough, he has to be a Funato once again. I do feel like this is a fact. So through him, I believe we're gonna figure out what are Funato's hidden abilities. And maybe that way we'll figure out how to fight the Funato whenever that happens. But I don't know. Maybe they have a visual. Maybe they do have visual powers. Yes. Because all of them have that interesting eye. But we'll see. Maybe the Keigenkai is something completely different. I have the faintest of ideas, but you know what I do know? Boruto and that kid are actually on their little adventure. And while that's happening, Mitsuki and Kawaki are gonna be building a relationship. And I don't know what Sarada and the others are doing, probably just waiting for the ship to be repaired. But yeah, that's what I'm excited most for the next episode, figuring out what's the secret with the Funato, setting up the war conflict, which is actually the biggest thing. And the last one is the backstory of the kid that is the apprentice, and obviously on board to becoming friends with him, learning about the abilities of the Funato, I assume. And I suppose something that we can assume maybe is that the Funato can transform into water folk of some sort, because the zipped hands, I assume that's just a Keigenkai of a sort, because it has to be, right? It can just disappear whenever the user decides. Because obviously, you know, the kid didn't have it, but yeah, it's strange. It's really strange. We'll see where this is gonna lead though, but for now, very enjoyable episode, and I'm actually excited for the next one. This is Rudy, subscribe to my channel there, and bye!